Hello everyone, Steam Productions here. Welcome back to another video. And you join me here at Stend Station. We've not been here probably a year. They've just renovated I'm not sure if they've still not got anything in there. It is open every Sunday from June to August, and sometimes during October as well. So here's the track. And yeah, I was just passing by, so I thought I'd pop by and get a little video from here, because I've been so busy on the standard gauge line that I almost forgot this place. I'm just going over to the sheds now to see if I can get a photo underneath the door. This, guys, is 750mm gauge, which is it's a bit wider than the Teleclin and a lot wider than the Festiniok. I'm currently I used to go riding past here, guys, as some of you probably know from previous videos where I've mentioned it. Quite glad that I'm not riding anymore, because it's a dying trade, that, it's there's a reason why railways took over. I remember going from there, riding down towards there, and then going that way. As you can see, there's some spare parts, or spare track. It smells like fresh paint here, very shiny. And this, guys, is basically the shed that I got custom made by Armitage Model. What was his name again? Armitage Model Company, was it? I don't know. I'll put it here. And I also had the station building made. Here's a bunch of track. Now, let's see if we can see something under here. There he is. That's all you're getting, I'm afraid, because it's hard to manoeuvre the camera. Around. And that engine that you saw in there, guys, if you didn't know, was what I based Lemon off my little SM32 diesel. Let's walk down to the other side, because I think there's something new down there. A lot of great memories from here when I was a kid. Back before I traded the saddle for the regulator, or the shovel, should I say. This used to be an old wash house, guys. I'll translate this bit.
Foundation wall wash house, Osbanen. On these walls once stood a wash house that belonged to Stend Station and the Osbanen. The house was built in 1897 for the then station master Larsson at his own expense. Arne died in 1902. A few years later, the Osbanen bought the house from his widow, as the new station master considered the house indispensable for Stend Station. The wash house was divided into two large rooms. In the western part was the laundry room with a large stove for boiling clothes. In the eastern part was the drying room. In addition, a small extension at the back of the house contained the privy. The last station master at Stend Station, Lars Tostel, had his pigsty here. There was no running water in the house. Water had to be fetched from a well a few meters behind the house. The well is not visible today. The wash house remained standing until after the Second World War, when it was burnt down.
The railway's logo there, and Gunmere. Here it is. I'm sure if the railway was redone to that, like say if they built it the whole way from Aston all the way to Oos, which would be absolutely incredible if they did. They'd probably dig out the old well and use that as a water crane or something. Hang on, I could base the water crane stand off that. I don't know. Haven't decided yet. As far as I know, I think the Oos Railway might be having a stand at the railway show. Can't quite be sure, but they have in the past. I've ridden a rail bike down this stretch of track before. It's amazing. Let's just see. They've bolted it to the buffers. Let's see here.
The Os Railway. The Nestan Os Railway was a 26,3 kilometers long railway built primarily with private funds. The railway had a gauge/track width of 75 centimeters and was the smallest public railway in Norway. The Os Railway opened in 1894 and closed in 1935. During this period of operation, the railway transported more than 4,4 million passengers, 41,065 tons of express freight, 122,797 tons of cargo and approximately 10,000 livestock. In its most successful year, the railway carried more than 222,000 passengers. The numbers are even more impressive when the small scale of the railway is considered. In the 1890s, the philosophy was that a simple and inexpensive railway was better than no railway. The traffic numbers show that this was a good choice. The railway was financially successful and made a profit from 1900 to 1925. The Os Railway lost most of its passengers when automobiles became more common. The smaller railways that covered shorter distances were the first to close.
You guys have probably seen this photo before. I've used it in a bunch of my videos, and this one as well. So, yeah, that's what this place now is. Yeah, this railway was unfortunately not. Yeah, it was, to put it the best way possible, they basically funded the enemy. Like they got like all the. I think they collabed quite a bit with the roads as well, which certainly didn't help things. And yeah, that's what killed them, is the roads. And yeah, if it wasn't for the roads, they would probably still be running to this day. And if they were, I'd be able to have taken the train to school, because if you guys remember, I took I went past it every day to school. Back when I used to call it the workshop when I was worried about people finding out where I went to school. Not worried about that anymore because they know about my channel. They probably found out right after I left. And yeah. And here's who built it. Osbanen on my school, which is right over there. And yeah. So yeah, guys, that was the old Ulster Railway. Well, what's left of it anyway. There's sadly not much left. There's only about, I'd say about 100 metres of track here. And yeah, it's starting to rain now, sadly. So I'm going to have to head off now. Massive thank you to everyone for watching. Hopefully you like this video on the Ulster Railway. Thank you very much for watching, and this is Steam Productions signing off from the Osbanen.